Sam, what the hell are you doing getting up at 5 o'clock on the first random Sunday in May? Well, it's an event called May Day, which I'm hoping we can discover. But yeah, the idea is for the first day of summer, it's a festival that's gone on for at least 500 years or something like that. They do a big thing in Oxford. Look, we're by the Sheldonian now. But we're going to Magdalen because apparently the Magdalen Choir performs just outside Magdalen Bridge. If we're lucky, we might be able to get into Magdalen College. I've got a bit of a plug, we'll see if that works. But yeah, should be fun. Getting closer and there really are people all around coming. I'll remind you, this is 5:10 in the morning. I am with friends, by the way, don't worry, they just don't want to be on camera, just to assure you guys. Right, this in front is Magdalen College, we can see it, so we're getting a bit closer. We can see that the crowds are starting to increase. That's where I have some lectures, which is quite exciting. That's examination schools. We've actually got a queue for this, so we can't just go down clearly. Okay, we discovered the queue was just for that shop. We don't have to queue yet, so we can carry on going. So we've made it through some crowd. There's more crowd at the other side. We're not quite sure where we're going, but Magdalen Tower's right up here. So we're kind of close to where we need to be, we think. We're now coming to the crowd on the other side. We might have gone too far, we're not too sure. So we think they're going to be up there. Okay, so there's probably some explaining to do as to what exactly has just gone on, what you're about to see next, what this kind of whole thing is about. So May Day is just an event that happens all over the country and across the world on May the 1st. But Oxford is one place that is famous for taking it quite seriously and has its own special event on May Day called May Morning, which is exactly what we've seen the build up to now and the next things actually is going to be. This all takes place at Magdalen Tower, which is at the top of Magdalen College, where the Magdalen College choir, they sing right at the top, and these boys sing a hymn which they've sung the same hymn every single one for 500 years or something like that. And people pack underneath the tower for whatever reason to listen to it and hear it and see the whole spectacle. And this event is so busy that often there's 20,000, 25,000, 30,000 people there. It was cancelled due to COVID, and the second years at Oxford had not had a May Day last year. So there were plenty of people wanting to see what it was all about for the first time. I didn't actually record the choir for that long because I didn't think it was that interesting, but looking back, it actually sounds really nice. But yeah, we heard this one hymn, which is the famous one they always sing, and then we heard another one, which was slightly different, and then that was literally it. They were probably singing for 10 minutes, something like that, and that's the official end to the first part of the May morning celebrations. We got all the way right underneath the tower, which we thought was going to be the best place because we were as close as possible. We really thought for some reason we got lucky because it was really busy, as you could see, getting up to the tower. But then once you're right there, it was actually really easy to get right underneath below. But, you know, the experts of May Day clearly knew what they were doing because from there, when you were looking up at the tower, you basically can't see anything just because of angles, right? But if people were slightly further away, then they can see the choir and they can see the choir waving and, you know, like they see their faces and stuff. It was quite cool for us though because we could just hear a tower just booming out. It felt quite cultish in a way of just, you know, this random building just singing at us. Kind of weird, but really kind of fun. But anyway, we couldn't see the choir. So if I were to go in a different year, I think I would definitely, you know, try to stand further back in the bridge so you can actually see what's going on. But otherwise you can enjoy a tiny bit of footage of literally just a tower with some nice music in the background, which I promise you was being sung from the tower, although there's no way to prove it because you can't see anyone. But then what happens, just around the whole of Oxford, there's generic revelries and celebrations, and in particular, Morris dancing. So that's what you're going to see next. As we just walked back to our college and around general Oxford, there were people doing different things around, and in general it was still so busy, and it really felt like, you know, the World Cup or the Carnival or something had come to Oxford. There is something going on over there. We couldn't get over there, but there we go.
I'm back in college now and it's so quiet. You can still just about see some people coming out even though we're really far from Magdalen now. But yeah, it feels so serene to be back in college where basically there's no one here. But yeah, I think it was definitely worth going because why not? I'm not sure I'll go back next year, but it was cool. It was cool to see what was going on. And even now I'm just back in my room. Feels like we've been out for ages and it's still not even 7 o'clock. So there we go, that was May Day and Oxford's version of it, May morning. And I decided after this that I had enough to fit together for the rest of the day. So actually the next update is right in the evening, but there we go, I'll pass you on to that now. I'm back in my room now, it's actually 5 o'clock PM. I've done a few interesting things in between, and now I'm going to the gym, which will be fun to film for at least 5 seconds, and we've also got forward in tonight. So actually, I don't know when you're seeing this within the video, but it should be a fun little data vlog. So after I got back from May Day, I did some work in my room, and then I went to Blackwell's, which is the bookshop, to buy a book because that's what I needed to do. And actually, if you watched last week's video, right at the end I talked about how Blackwell's, the bookshop, has a bit underneath Trinity. And what that obviously means is Blackwell's is next to Trinity. And that was so cool, because I left my room because I needed to get this book. This is what I had, this is what I needed to get to read the English of this little play that we're doing this week. And it was amazing, because I was in my room, I realised I needed the book. And then within probably literally 10 minutes, I'd gone there, found the book, come all the way back, and I had it, you know, Amazon's 24 hours or whatever. This was so cool, 10 minutes, in and out. And also you get a student discount, which is kind of nice. And it's free anyway because the college pay for all the resources you need up to a certain amount, which I haven't exceeded yet. So anyway, got that for free. So that's what I've been doing. I've been sort of like notating and highlighting different bits. So that's what I've been doing now. And now I'm going to the college gym. After that, we've got formal dinner, which will take you around, but it should be fun. You might have actually seen this in the back of my video, so I'll talk about it quickly. I've set myself some targets for the term, and also this is my timetable. But anyway, my first one is room clean. We're like 1 week into term, and my room is currently looking like this. So I've definitely failed this so far. To be honest, it should be quite easy to clean up. It's mostly just random clothes on the floor. But anyway, I can barely walk around. I promise you, it is really bad, but this is just the reality. I will clean it up, and it will be fine again, but there we go. So we're on the way to the gym now. There's actually one part that I didn't show you in the college tour last week, so I may as well show you now. So yeah, this is, I think this is Balliol or St John's, can't remember. But anyway, that's the little white tank, which you should recognise. But anyway, there's another bit of the college here. This is some fresher staircase. This is actually the back of the dining hall, which is closed off now because I filmed it 6 months ago and they're doing building works now. And here, you might recognise this from where I go out for classics. But anyway, this is kind of the back part of the college, which isn't so beautiful and interesting to film, but the gym is just that one there, so that's worth knowing as well. So here we go, on our way back now. And I guess this is another thing to mention. When I did my tour, the marquee was there. They've got rid of that now, which makes it look quite different. Oh, and actually we'll go through this way, why not? I promise this is not becoming a correction of all the bits I did of my college tour, but those are the 4 statues at the top, which I don't think was quite represented clearly in the video, but they're right at the top. That's what I was talking about, none of this stuff here. And actually now on the other side, we can see the 2 on this side as well. So 2 on that side, 2 on the other side makes 4. Okay, this is the final part of the day. We went to formal. So enjoy this. So there we go, you might have seen it before, but this is what we have to wear to formal. It's kind of a little gown thing. Can you kind of see the back? Oh, this is the back. Put the things in the arms. Thank you very much. That's perfect. A different building this term because we're having building works in the proper one. So I'll show you what it looks like now. But yeah, not as nice. It doesn't matter, but this is the new dining hall for Trinity College, which is not quite as glamorous. We're a few minutes early. Hopefully we get a good seat. Looks like there's quite a lot of people already in there. Hopefully we're not late. Not quite as nice. Okay, so here's what we had. First of all, there was this kind of blue cheese soup, which was actually really nice, surprisingly. Then we had this Wellington with some cranberries and some salad as well. That was also pretty nice, but standard. And this was the first ever rice pudding I'd ever had, and I wasn't so much of a fan, to be honest. Thanks so much for making it to the end of this video. If you want to see another vlog, click here, and also make sure to subscribe for more videos soon. But I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.